Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Krzysztof the Polish Geek, and welcome to another movie review. But first, before we get the movie, I will say Happy Easter, and this is the last review actually before Easter, because afterwards my family is visiting and we are going to celebrate Easter. Awesome, I really love Easter. So, this is my final review before Easter, but now I have to get back to reviewing the movie because this was a really disturbing movie, and we are talking about The Zone of Interest. And this is a truly important movie that I do think should be watched once. I don't think I'll ever watch the movie again because this is some really powerful but also tough stuff and really disturbing. Again, it's a very important movie and I do think it should at least be watched once. But for me personally, I watched it once and I don't think I'll ever watch it again because it's a very, very tough movie and it's also disturbing and it shows what type of evils mankind is really capable of, and you truly have to be in a mood to watch this movie. And this is a World War II movie about a German Nazi SS officer, Rudolf Hess, and his regular life with his family, with his wife and children, and this is really disturbing stuff, and it's completely different from all the previous World War II movies we ever seen, because this movie focuses on the regular life of Rudolf Hess and his family, and they live regular lives, for example, the wife bakes cakes for the children, her husband, the children love playing with each other, and then Rudolf Hess loves his wife and children, and he fishes, he hangs out with them, and then he talks about his job, which we both know what it is, we'll get to it soon, like just going to the office and all. And again, this is some really disturbing stuff because although we actually never see Holocaust, we do see a big wall and we do hear some gunshots and screams and cries of humans and even smoke coming out, and we very well know what is happening right on the other side of these walls. We are never actually shown because we all know history by now, so we aren't actually shown any of this disturbing stuff that happens, but we are well aware of that happens. But in some ways the fact that this is never shown to us makes the movie far more disturbing. We're literally just shown a regular family life of a Nazi officer who in a movie, as I've been already saying, lives regular life with his family and, as I said, his wife and children, and they do typical stuff that a family would do back in those days, but also they live right next to Auschwitz where Holocaust is literally happening. And Rudolf Hess literally treats it as going to the office. And in some ways, as I said, it's a very disturbing movie. And I hear some people arguing, no, I'm not joking, I actually did hear that movie very much whitewashes Rudolf Hess, but I couldn't disagree more. In fact, in some ways, it makes him far more monstrous, evil, and disturbing. The fact that he's well aware of what is happening, he participates in it literally, but treats it basically as a regular job, and then he goes back to his family and completely has no qualms about the worst crime in human history is literally happening right next to him, but he basically just treats it as a breath of air and leads a regular life with his family and talks about, for example, ordering cremations for the prisoners in the camp, obviously, like he would just order another new parts for a new car. Again, as I said, it's a really brilliantly done movie to, on one hand, show us a regular family life of Rudolf Hess with regular family issues and complaints and joys, but right on the other side of the wall we are never shown what is happening. But as I said, we do constantly hear gunshots, screams, or even just smoke, and some officers standing on top of the tower is all more than enough to really convey the horrors of what is happening, and history knowledge itself, I think, is enough. And the final thing I also have to compliment in this movie is the score. The score is very, very creepy, but it's wonderful and it perfectly fits what type of the movie this is. Again, it's a very disturbing movie, but I think it's important to be experienced once. I don't think I'm ever going to watch this movie again. This is a really tough movie that you truly have to be in the mood for, but I do think it's worth to be seen at least once, even if personally I don't think I'll ever watch the movie again. Maybe in many years when I'll really be in the mood for, but overall, very much recommend Zone of Interest. And I do think it's a very unique take on World War II movie, and possibly even, it's probably even most disturbing World War II movie I ever seen. But here are my thoughts on the Zone of Interest. Very tough but brilliantly made movie that totally needs to be experienced, even if I personally don't think we'll ever watch it again. But ladies and gentlemen, here's my review of the Zone of Interest, and happy Easter! Press the like button, please subscribe to this channel, and I'll talk to you in another video after Easter. Talk to you after Easter. Bye!